Hi, this is Jack.
And I'm Karen.
And you are RV Cruising with the Kings.
We have had a wonderful trip this past week to Mountain View, Arkansas, full of mountains, rivers,
and lots
crafts,
and lots of folk music.
And lots of music. Lots of music.
Yeah, this has been actually a pretty interesting trip. We are at the Ozark Folk Center State Park in Mountain View, Arkansas. And the state park's very nice. It's got a little village that has all the old crafts where the copper makers, and they're making some beautiful things in there that you can purchase if you want. There's wood carvers, there's
quilting,
pottery, blacksmith,
gardening.
I mean, they have an old schoolhouse, which is, pretty cool. An old house, a log cabin. There was a log cabin, and another log cabin that somebody lived in that was built in 1906, I think they said. So
lots of interesting things.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, it's very nice.
We spent about half a day. It wasn't crowded. We were kind of here during what they consider their off season, and there wasn't a big festival going on. So it was really pretty nice because the weather was great. It wasn't real crowded at all, but it was really a good time.
Yeah, it was good for us. We didn't have to fight the crowds. It was nice.
And then they have also a part of that area. It's a place where they have concerts, and we went last night and saw several great musicians playing everything from the banjo to the bass guitar to
bass fiddle.
Bass fiddle, excuse me, I stand corrected. Fiddle, dulcimer. Just amazing, and a lot of the musicians have lived here all their life.
Yeah, the school system here actually teaches the kids the folk music industry.
They can choose their instrument that they want to learn to play, and they teach them.
They teach them, and if they can't afford it, there's an organization here that buys the instruments for the kids. So it keeps it alive, and they claim that this is the center, the start of the folk music in the U.S. and it's different than bluegrass. It's different than country. It's kind of somewhere in between.
And sometimes you can hear like a little mix in the music, but it is phenomenal.
That's right.
It's phenomenal.
So we had a great time. We had a great time watching the concert last night. In the folk center, they have music that plays during the day, about every hour on the hour, and we heard some great music then.
And extra bonus was in the town center. They have a park, and at any given time there can be people, maybe the locals playing, and if you're a visitor and you play an instrument, you're welcome to join them. They sing and play there. In fact, they're going to get ready to be playing here in just
I think they're
a few hours.
Yeah, I think they're already playing, but they could play up to midnight, they said. It just depends on how many people they got and
how long they want to play.
That's right. And every time that we've been downtown, we have found at least a small group of people playing. And so you can just sit right in and enjoy the music. Like I say,
join in.
That's right. If you have your guitar or your banjo and you know how to play, get with it. They're going to welcome you. Yes, they do.
This small little town is full of so much warmth, and we've been told that everybody's happy here because they do what they love, either playing music or they work at the folk center making their special craft, and everybody's just happy here. It's very laid back, extremely friendly people, and this RV place where we're staying is real close to the downtown area, and we're, like Jack was saying, we're just backed up to the folk center, so it's a great place to stay.
Yeah, and it's called the Ozark Rv Park, and it actually butts up to folk center. So you can actually walk into the folk center from the RV park. You don't have to drive around, or you can drive around if you want to.
There's lots of ample amount of restaurants to choose from to eat. There's lakes. There's the Ozark and Boston Mountains are absolutely beautiful.
Hey, we had some spectacular views today. We went to Blatchard Springs Caverns today, and somebody, me, missed a turn, and we ended
at Calico Rock.
Cave City.
It was a quaint little town.
It's Cave City, I think.
That
had lots of fishing. There was
fishing.
kayakers floating down on the White River. It was amazing. And
so if you're in the mood to get away to a nice, quaint little area of Arkansas,
this is it.
Mountain View's great. Mountain Home is 1 hour away. It's a little bit larger town, but we hear there's lots of good fishing, and as well, it's nestled in the Ozarks too. So we strongly encourage you to come to Mountain View, Arkansas.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're going to enjoy it. There's lots to do in town too, other than just the folk center. There's they have a museum, Stone County Museum, which is very nice. Had a lot of interesting things in it, to include their very first stoplight. Well, it made the locals so mad they had a stoplight telling them what to do. They kept shooting it out. Well, they've got it in the museum, and it's got bullet holes all in it. So
there's lots and lots of memorabilia in there to be just such a small town. And the lady that worked there was just full of history to share with us about this town.
If we're a town of 2,700 people, this small community will bring in anywhere from 25 to 75,000 people in some of their festivals. So it's a pretty big deal here. So you need to look it up. It's Mountain View, Arkansas, and they've got one festival after another. So, and I think they got some more coming up just right after we leave. As a matter of fact, they're having a banjo competition this weekend, and we're going to miss it because we're going to leave in the morning.
They're also getting ready to have a beans. Yes, I said beans fest, where they have people come in and cook beans, and you can eat as much as you can. They have it down at the town square, and that's where they say it brings in 40 to 50,000 people.
Just for that. Can you imagine that many people wanting to come here and cook
just to eat
beans and cornbread?
But they say it's a lot of fun, and lots of musicians come to play and to join in the fest.
Yeah. Great town. You need to take advantage of it.
So in closing, 2 things to remember. Always pray for one another, live life to the fullest, and make a difference along the way.
Y'all have a great week. We'll see you soon. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the little bell so you'll know when we're posting again. We hope y'all have a great week, and y'all don't give up.